Peace, everybody. This is your man, DJ D-Skillz, and I'm here in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, for a special West Coast edition of the Big Dig. Welcome to Los Angeles, home to movie stars, entertainment executives, the Bloods, the Crips, and of course, smog. LA is a big city and it's surrounded by a whole bunch of smaller cities. And my journey through La La Land begins here at Los Angeles International Airport, more commonly known by its code, LAX. After a bit of a wait for the shuttle to the off-site rental car facility, and an even longer wait since Advantage Rental Car's computer system went down as soon as I got there, I got upgraded from the Prius I had reserved to this Jeep, which was cool since I'd never driven a Jeep before. LA is a pretty automobile-dependent city, so you kind of need a car to get around. It also means there's this, traffic. Today, I'm making my way up north to Burbank, where my home for the next couple of days is at the Residence Inn by Marriott in beautiful downtown Burbank. Don't you just love those palm trees? I picked the Residence Inn a lot because of the spacious apartment-style rooms. You get the kitchen complete with the dishwasher because, you also get dishes. And if you want to wash your dishes the old-fashioned way, you got the sink. You also have your stovetop here, your microwave oven, and of course the full-size refrigerator, which I really like. You also get nice spacious bathrooms, and you gotta love those glass shower doors. Another cool thing about Marriott is they've always got the good book. Usually the Book of Mormon is here too. You must be slipping. Alright, the main point of my visit to La La Land is Amoeba Music, the mother of all record stores. But before I get my dig on, I'm heading down south to Culver City to chop it up with my man Sati Gossett, independent filmmaker and CEO of Goose Egg Entertainment. So what's the name of this spot you got me at, man?
Oh, this is the Centinela Cafe, and this is like a real mom and pop spot. We just moved into the neighborhood like a year ago and some change, and it's just a place to be.
Are you LA native, born and raised?
I was born and raised in LA, South Central Malibu. Watch out.
Now, if Sati's name sounds a little familiar, that's because his dad is Academy Award-winning actor Louis Gossett Jr. But don't get it twisted, Sati stays busy making a name of his own. In fact, his current project, Forgiveness, has already won several awards.
Yeah, the film is called Forgiveness, and the premise of the film is about the President of the United States apologizing for slavery. Because of an African-American boy who writes him an essay. The president is based on a George W. Bush type. Some can argue Trump type, because I wrote it like 12 years ago. And, the president issues an essay contest to the youth of America. How would you fix this country? And so this young man, he's learning about slavery in his class. He's precocious, and he has an outburst with his teacher, and she redirects him and says, you should write to the president about how you would fix slavery or fix America. And so he writes this letter saying you should apologize for slavery. And it's about his journey going to the library, learning about slavery. His letter gets to the top of the pile, and now the president is charged with following through with this kid's wish.
Being a LA cat, we talked briefly earlier about the Rams being back in town, and now the Chargers are coming back.
I can't keep up.
That's crazy, right?
It is.
So how do you feel about that, man? Have you been pulling for the Rams? Well, you're old enough to remember when they were here back in the old days, right?
I was a fan when they were back here, and they had Jim Everett and Flipper Anderson.
And Eric Dickerson and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was a fan back then, and it stunk when they went to St. Louis, and then, especially when they started balling out in St. Louis.
Man, right?
But now, LA officially has 11 sports teams.
Wow.
I can't name them all, but you got the Clippers, the Lakers, the Angels, the Dodgers, Ducks, the Kings, now the Rams and the Chargers, and a bunch bunch of soccer teams.
A bunch.
Yeah, I don't follow soccer.
Right. Well, I think the Galaxy is one.
Well, the Galaxy is one. He made me name one. and so there's not for lack of sports in the country or in the city.
So this is the main question I want to ask you about that. So given all that, who's the top dog? Is this basically still the LA Lakers town in the post-Kobe era, or is there kind of a changing of the guard going on?
I don't know. It might be a Dodger town now because the Dodgers have been balling out. I mean, I would say it's Dodgers, slightly edging the Lakers, and the Clippers. They do well, but they always fold, so they'll always be the Clippers. And then we'll see how football does after that.
Alright, big up to my man Sati for chopping it up with me. You can learn more about him and his projects at gooseeggentertainment.weebly.com. So now that my belly is full, it's time for me to get my dig on. So I'm heading back north up to Hollywood to Amoeba Music, which sits right in the middle of Sunset Boulevard. Now this store boasts itself as the world's largest independent music store, and if nothing else, it's definitely big. I mean, this place is huge. Think Target, not a suburban Target, but one of those smaller city block Targets that's just for music. That's kind of what this place is. And they got records. Lots of records of all kinds, every genre, hip-hop, R&B, funk, soul, reggae, classical, jazz, house, you name it, they got it. And I'm not talking about just the big 12-inch records either. They got the little 7-inch 45 RPM records. And they even got the largest selection of the 10-inch 78 RPM records that I've ever seen anywhere.
Now these are real special right here because not every turntable can play 78 RPM records. But as it happens, they do have the new Pioneer PLX 500, which does play 78 RPM, so they got you covered.
Now, if you don't have a turntable and you don't buy vinyl, don't worry. They got CDs too. Lots of them. Probably as many CDs as they have records. Same as the records, every genre you can think of. And not only that, they also have tapes and t-shirts and movies. The whole second floor is nothing but Blu-rays and DVDs. So here to tell us where this stuff comes from is my man Matt.
My name's Matt Masato.
Okay, are you a manager here at Amoeba?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So how long has the store been here?
We opened in 2001 here, this location.
Okay, I think I saw on your website the Berkeley location was the first one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then there's another one in San Francisco?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've actually been to both of those stores too, as you can probably see from my t-shirt. Well, great. Well, I don't want to hold you. I appreciate you taking a moment to talk to me.
Sure, no
just
problem.
really quickly, I love the store, and it's a little overwhelming because it's so big. I saw you guys claim to be the biggest independent record store in the world, is it?
I believe so,
That's
yeah.
a pretty serious claim.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, just really quickly, where do you guys get most of this stuff? Does it come from like private dealers, or do you have distributors, I guess, for the new stuff? But I see you have a lot of used stuff here too.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. So we definitely get a lot from the distributors, a lot of the new product. We have a lot of independent distributors and people that self-produce their own music that bring stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the majority of what we sell is used product. So that's just from people bringing stuff in right from the buy counter, as well as off-site buys. We go and buy big collections off people too. So kind of a little bit of all that stuff really. But the majority of the stuff that comes in on the used arena comes in from people just bringing stuff from the buy counter or from our larger off-site buys when we buy full collections.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll let you get back to work, man. Thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So you can really spend a whole day inside this place, and you really need to come with a plan, which I did not. So no records for me this time, but I did discover over here in the DJ Supplies area this little 45 case that just might have to come home with me. Alright, so if you're not in the LA area, or if you can't make it out there, don't worry, just hop on amoeba.com. They do mail order, they take PayPal, so they got you whatever you need, alright? Now, before I head back east, I gotta fight the LA traffic one more time back up to Burbank because my aunt will kill me if I don't check on my cousin, who happens to be a DJ for Power 106 FM. Yes, He actually is my cousin. I'm talking about DJ 32. The name, where does the name come from? DJ 32. That's like uncommon, man.
You know what's crazy? I'll try to make a long story short. It used to be DJ Hitman. So when it was DJ Hitman, I moved out here and they were like, oh, another one, another Hitman. I was like, oh, there's a lot of them? They're like, yeah, you're just probably like one of like 6.
Wow, so y'all should have had a battle, man, to settle that.
We should have, but I didn't even know who the cats were, you know what I mean? Like, I was still just trying to get my footing out here, and then, like no bull, I was having my first gig with Busta Rhymes, and they were like, yo, we gotta make a flyer, so what's it gonna be? Because I told them, I was like, yo, I think I need to change.
Wow.
I think I need to change my name. And they were like, yo, we making a flyer, so like, you gotta, be quick with it. And I'm literally going like, crap, I gotta think of something. And so I was like, if there was like a list of DJs, right? If there's a list of DJs and it was alphabetical order, what comes first? The number. And so I was like, okay, well maybe I'll be a number, you know what I mean? And so I'm thinking like, what's catchy? And I didn't know. And no bull, like, I saw a picture of Magic Johnson. And I was like, 32. I was like, huh. I was like, it probably would be real favorable in LA too. I was like, let me just see how that works. I'm like, I really wasn't even married, so I was like, let me just see how it is. You know what I mean? I was like, let me just see how that would work, and then it just started picking up, and bam, there you have it.
Makes perfect sense now.
You know what I mean?
So now I know. So how long have you been DJing, man? When did you first start?
You know what? In high school. It was in high school, right around like 98.
Okay.
98. Just doing like house parties. You know what I mean? Like
that's pre-Serato, right?
Yeah,
so you was on vinyl back then.
Pre-Serato. You know what I mean? Like just thugging and lugging. All the stuff up to like everybody's house. And then from there, it went to college, and then I had got a small gig with Coca-Cola. So
you went to, is it Norfolk State?
Norfolk State. Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. So how long have you been with the station? When did you first start here at Power 106?
I'm going on, in March, it'll be my 6th year here. So been here since March of 2011.
You get a lot of club work here in LA, right?
Yeah, a lot of club.
So where's one of your favorite spots to spin?
You know what? It's a club called OHM. It's in Hollywood and Highland, and that is that's one of my favorite spots. It's a spot where you have a lot of freedom. It's a lot of freedom to kind of like
good.
to do what you do. You know what I mean? But the best club I've ever DJ'd at out here, it's no longer running, but it was a club called Crest, and it was a 3-story club, and I was in charge of the basement section. You know what I mean? That was my section, and I'm talking about when I mean like you could play anything. It was just music lovers there. Like, it was literally just like, people were like, yo, we don't care what you play. You can play 80s, 90s, new stuff. You can go funk if you want. Like, people just love the music, and it tested you as a DJ to your music knowledge, opposed to just like, oh, he's just gonna play like just new stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So I had to work on a set each week, opposed to saying like, all right, I'll make sure I'll just play this new Drake. I'll play this new Lil Wayne or whatever. It was like, no, you got to come with a set, because these people want to dance. You know what I mean?
Right. That sounds like a beautiful thing, man.
So
awesome. What do you like to spin? Is it mostly hip hop and R&B, or do you get into like the EDM stuff? Or?
You know what? Depending on the spot. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in downtown, it's a wide range of everything. But if it's like Hollywood, like now Hollywood has turned into just like trap music. You know what I mean? Like, and it kind of sucks, because it's like, yo, like it's made the DJ lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now it's just like, it literally is just like, yo, just play like the new song. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like, we don't need you to mix. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you to blend. Just play.
Like, what are you there for? Just have a jukebox.
Why am I here?
Yeah.
At that point, you just hook up your freaking iPad.
You're just there for show.
I'm there for the show. That's it. And so like those spots, I've been steering away from, because when I do overseas stuff, it is more world music. You know what I mean? Like, it's music that made people want to dance, opposed to the new hip hop style where you don't know if you're doing a good job or not.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll look at people on their Instagram and stuff like that, and
everybody got their phone in front of them.
Everybody got their phone in their face, and nobody's even dancing. It's just packed. So people are confusing, man, this thing is lit. It's a movie, because it's just a lot of people in there.
Right, everybody making their own movie.
Yeah, I'm like, well, nobody's even having fun. Like, nobody's even smiling. You know what I mean? And so, I'll do spots where it's like, electronic, and pop and everything like that, and it's a party. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and that's how it was for New Year's. I was at One Oak in Hollywood, and I got to play like Snake and Getta and Zed, and you could tell if the people were vibing with you.
Yeah, and you need that. You need that feedback.
You need it because it's like it's not just people like just couch standing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so if I could prefer one, it would be like, I guess you could say it would be like the EDM house like pop scene. You know what I mean? Even, although my passion is with hip hop, but unfortunately what hip hop is putting out now, you know what I'm saying, it makes you fall out of love with it because you're just like, yo, like you're not putting nothing out there for me to feel good about. You know what I mean?
I know how you feel, man.
So I'm waiting for this wave to go past, you know what I mean, and then then we'll get back to how things should be.
So last thing, man, let people know when they can catch you, man. When's your show? What time you on? And how can people get in touch with
man,
you?
Friday nights midnight. You know what I'm saying? Power 106. DJ 32 spelled out. So DJ THIRTY TWO. All across the board. Catch me on SoundCloud, Audio Mac, Instagram, Twitter, the whole nine, Snapchat, everything.
Cool. Done deal.
Good.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Alright, so now it's back to LAX to drop off the Jeep. One more shuttle ride to the terminal and it's time to board my flight. I had a direct flight out, but going back I'll have to stop in Nashville, switch planes before finally landing back at good old Baltimore Washington International Airport. Or should I say, Thurgood Marshall. Then it's home sweet home where I can finally unpack my goodies. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I actually sprung for the bigger double-sized 45 case because it was actually less expensive than buying two of the smaller ones, and I figured I'd need another one eventually anyway because I got a lot of 45s that I'm trying to organize here. So let's see what we got. Should be plenty of room. And what's with these dividers, man? Is this? I hope this isn't a... Okay, they move. I was like, I hope this isn't a CD case that I bought. That looks like that'll work. I guess they want you to kind of use these as separate compartments here and stack them like that. I don't know if I like that. Here, let's do this. All right, yeah. Yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah, that should work. Word. Now let's make sure it's gonna close, and it looks like this foam up here is in the way. Maybe this comes out, and yes, it does. Odyssey, you're very smart. Boom, done deal. Now all I gotta do is figure out what to do with this big ass piece of foam.